Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome back to Crossing the Andes for Railway Empire here on the PS4. So we need to start putting in some passing loops. I want a good sized one here because I'm going to put a supply tower down here, so that should be long enough. There we go. Drop our signals in. And then our halfway signals about there. Like that. And we're out of cash again, so we've got to wait a little bit longer before we can put the next passing loop in. We'll put a small one in just here, and then we'll put another small one in just here, and then we'll be able to get the trains up and running. Here is our current freight service, so you can see transporting some beer into oh, do we have the cash for that? Yes, we do. Bid. There we go. Yeah, transporting some beer into Rosario there. Excellent. We got the electric locks. That'll increase our mail profits. That'll generate extra cash for us. Let's get in the next passing loops. Need to get this corn service up and running pretty quickly. There we go. And then I want another one here as well. Let's do that one about here. Doesn't need to be a big one, that one. There we go. So again, let's go to signals. Drop that in. There we go. And have I got enough? No. I was looking to see if I had enough to put in my my supply tower, and I don't. So we just have to wait a little bit longer. There we go. Bit of extra cash straight away. So now I can put my supply tower in. Plonk it just there. Did I have a supply tower there? Yes, I do. Excellent. We're going to need to put a freight line in this way to connect up to Tucumán as well. What's the industry over there? Same again. Yeah, that's a tricky one. Not a lot we can do about that, unfortunately. What about over here? We've got meat and beer. We still need to get an extra... Well, it'll automatically generate one for us, I think, at this rate. Let's see what that new staff member is. Oh, it's a market crier. Fantastic. Yes, we definitely want to hire a market crier. And again, we want comfort for passengers. And we've got enough now to start adding in locomotives on our corn route. So we want that to run to there and back again. That's it. Simple route. We want the route to be freight only. Let's check it's going on the right platform. It is. And save and end. Add locomotive. We'll get a Garrett on that one. And once that's run a little bit longer, we'll get a replacement up. I'm going to duplicate this train here. That starts at Norris Cattle. Okay, so that's the perfect place. So let's clone that one. There we go. Get 2 trains running on that route. We have some research points. Let's take a quick look at those. What have we got? Accelerate train maintenance by 20%. Oh, yes. That's going to be very useful indeed. Again, that'll turn our trains around a little bit quicker. Oh, got a stoker. Good, good, good. This train is about ready to be duplicated. Almost. Let's just speed that up a little bit. Manage, no, not manage train. Rail line. Route options. Clone train. There we go. That one's fully loaded. Excellent stuff. So now we have 2 trains running back and forth between these 2 towns. That should hopefully start boosting their industries, which will then hopefully boost the city, boost the population, get more people in. Bond matures, so that's all done and dusted. We've got maintenance there. Let's get some maintenance in other places. Can we get one in Rosario? Yes, we can. Let's slow time down. We still need to apply that stoker somewhere. Let's have a look. We want to really improve our passenger services, I think. Oops. Nope. Back on. There we go. And increase speed and improve the passenger rating. Excellent. Let's take a look at our cities. That's the brewery. I don't want the brewery. There we go. Passenger and mail details. Where are people wanting to go to? Montevideo. We can't connect to Montevideo yet. Rosario. Same again. We can't connect to those cities. Oh, loco slow due to missing equipment. Yeah, it is a long run back, isn't it? Let's put a second building construction. Let's put a second supply tower in down here. It's just a single stop, isn't it? Yeah. It's a pretty long one, so about halfway. About there, that'll do. Increased profits from mail. Well, got enough of that for now. What else are we looking at? Transportation fee from freight. Let's let's hang on for those points, and we'll go for the electric headlights so we can improve our reliability instead. I've got some staff to look at. Oops. A security guard, yes, we'll hire. And we'll apply to one of our trains that runs along here. Manage train. And does not get on with that driver. Okay, so let's look at our other trains. There we go. Honker on there. Okay, where else can we go? We need to start putting in this freight line over here, don't we, to boost these cities. So actually I need to upgrade the stations first. So expand, yes. I'm also going to put a maintenance shed there as well. See, we're starting to really generate quite good sums of cash now. And of course our passing lines, as you'd expect, are proving to be slightly problematic. Now this line's probably going to be quite expensive. That's actually not as bad as I thought it would be. End planning, build routes. Ah, now that's interesting. That's very interesting. Okay. Demolish. I need to take out a fair few bits of track here. Need to take out that bit. And that bit. Back to track. That needs to... Actually, no, that was right before. That was fine. I don't know why I took that bit out. I was getting confused for a moment then. That needs to connect. There we go. And now this is going to be the new freight line, so that needs to connect there, like that. There we go. Just connect that there, like that. Need to take that piece off. Need to connect that round there. Okay, so this is where I'm going to start potentially getting a little confused. Need to think this bit through carefully. So that needs to come off. Ah, I see. I've got a bridge there, haven't I? I forgot about the bridge. Okay, so let's end planning there. Build that bit there. So this is where it gets tricky. Demolish. Because I can only have 2 bits of track on a bridge. I need to take out that piece there. And then that needs to come across and connect. And same again here. There we go. Now that can go across and join it. Okay, I'm going to have to repair my signals again in a moment. Set my marker. Take out that. Set my marker here. Just connect those 2 bits up. And... oh, no. Build route. I need to go into signals now. I need to sort this section out here, because this is now wrong. So this needs to go like this. That signal needs to come out. Change the direction on that one. Where's the other train? It would be, wouldn't it? You see, I need that to be going the other way. Now we can fix this. I'm going to need to put in a temporary connection. There we go. Just a temporary one. That needs to go that way. Change that around. Okay, I think my signals are now sorted. Okay, so I've got a signal somewhere on this line. There it is. That's what I need to take out. Still got a directional signal in place. Okay, this is getting weird. This is getting hard to follow. Ah, yes, I've gone wrong. I know where I've gone wrong. So let's break the track there. I really made a mess of this. Demolish and demolish. Right. So, I know where I went wrong. So this here, this is my freight line. I was working on the assumption that the freight line was already connected, which of course it wasn't. So this needs to come around here. All the way along here. Okay, that needs to come out. That needs to connect up. So this needs to connect up here. That's the passenger line. This is the freight line. Okay, that works. This is the passing. Let's take that to out there. And then this will be the passing loop for the freight. Okay, now it's getting there. Now it's making sense. And that again needs to come around to here. And then needs to blend in before the bridge. like so. Okay, so passenger line, train which is on the passenger line and heading in the right direction as well, and then freight lines. Okay, so we are making progress. We're making sense of it. Excellent stuff. Okay. We have freight and passenger lines completely up and running. I just need to complete the signal work. That was way more complicated than it... I made that way more complicated than I needed to. Now I can close these lines off over here. Excellent stuff. Let's multi-signal these ones. There we go. I've got a random signal placed just there. Let's take that out. And that's because of this crossover there, which needs to come out, which it will do in a moment. I need to add a signal just there to complete that set. Spacing on those is fine. Let's come around to here. Now this one's going to be a bit trickier because I already have a train on the line. Let's take that out. Let's go to multi-signal mode again. Place, 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 and place. Just try and get those to line up. Okay, so they're a little sketchy, but kind of work. That needs to change direction. There we go. There we go. These are all facing the wrong way, aren't they? Maybe that'll automatically correct when I get down here. So let's place why won't they space up? There we go. So let's change the direction. No, they haven't changed. That's frustrating. This means I've got to go in and manually switch them all. And hopefully I haven't screwed up my rail traffic by making these changes on the fly. Everything should run smoothly. Let's find out. So that train is still running well. This train is running, but has lost its cargo. It's fair enough. I kind of expected that. Let's take that little switch piece out, just there. Let's just correct the signal issue that we had over here. Do we have a signal issue over here anymore? No. It's all dealt with now. just going to drop in a set of signals here. There we go. They are passing each other. Excellent stuff. So, we have a proper freight connection in over here. We're getting there. We're getting there. Let's manage this train. We need a stoker. Doing this. Gotta get used to the controls again. Yes, have a stoker. Go. Everything is looking pretty good. So let's start putting in these freight services. So, first things first. This station here, this town, needs corn. Let's get the corn connection. So I want to put in a small station for the corn. I need to connect that to my freight. Oh, I love that. That's awesome. It actually automatically now puts in a cross piece. Look, before you couldn't do that. You couldn't put in a cross piece. You had to go to that track and then build another siding that way. Now with these diamond crossings, we can actually put a cross piece and go to any track that we want when creating a siding like this. Oh, I love that. That is fantastic. That is single-handedly one of the greatest updates to this game ever, is the ability to automatically place those crossings in like that when you do these siding. I love that. That makes things so much more efficient and time effective as well. I need a signal so that trains don't get in each other's way. I need to put signals in here. To try and create a block. Because for some reason, that is... it's because of that, I think. If I change that to a regular... and change that one. There we go. That's better. Because of the way the diamond crossing was working, I think it was automatically making that a one-way only, which would stop me from getting trains in there. That'll get trains in and out onto the freight line. Question is, can they turn on that diamond crossing? I don't think they can. That might be the problem. Okay, so I might need to put in... yeah. That was the problem. It's a one-way in, one-way out only system. So... That makes more sense now as to why that line was doing that. That's okay. We can adapt to that. So we can do that instead. There we go. Signals. That explains now why that was like that. So I can change that back to what it was. And I can change it back here as well. There we go, you see? So that has to be like that because of the diamond crossing. And then we've got a siding that comes off there. and then reconnects just there. Okay, that makes more sense now. So it's the first time I've used those, so I had to check what was going on. That does not want to be there because it's just there. Okay, so that's going to get corn going into Tucumán, and then I also need to get meat into Cordoba, and we've got that line
with
in
such
place
good numbers,
just
we can
here.
justify a small return to our benefit. You don't mind?
I think she's taking a load of cash.
To be honest, I really don't care how you take care of financing the returns in future. Issue
What?
bonds
You
or
just
sell
took
some engines. The main thing is
$520,000
that
from
the
me.
numbers are correct.
What?
Very well, let's continue. We have to expand our market, and I've opened the opportunity for that.
That's
A
extortion.
railroad connection across the Andes between Chile and Argentina has been planned for years, but until now, nobody has been able to build it. Until now. Do I really have to say more?
Oh, that is really low. I think though. I think he's opened up new buildable areas for us. So we'll see. Let's get our new trains in. So let's set up our rail line from Norris Cattle into Cordoba. And then so from here, we're going to actually add a waypoint like that. There we go. So he'll come this way, hit that waypoint, run along this line. Actually, I don't need the waypoint in, do I? I just need to sort the signals out. Like that. There we go. So that should do it for me now. So rail line. Oh look, again, see, it's still... I'll take Cordoba off. Add that back in. There we go. It just needed to update and refresh itself. So it goes in on the right line there. And then goes that way and then comes back on this line. Goes in. Gets to there. Alright, that works. Route options, freight only. Add locomotive. We'll get a Garrett. I will save the engineer. And then new train to run from Williams Manor just to there, and then that wants to be freight only. It's a short line, so we just had a Kitson-Meyer on that one. And then what I want to have is a freight train running from there to there. That wants to be a freight only service. Running on the right tracks. That's going to be a Garrett. Okay. I've got a chance for another conductor here. Does not like working with him. Okay, let's find another train that needs a conductor. There we go. Yep, that'll work. We have some extra researchy spendy points. Let's improve our maintenance points. And now we're getting very close to getting the Texas train as well. All of a sudden we're getting loads and loads of staff. Manage train. Do we need a stoker on this train? No, we don't. We do on this one. Okay. Who's the other member of staff? A reporter. Don't think we need the reporter just yet. Oh, we've got new tasks. Because we've achieved our quarterly revenue profit. There we go. So, connect Buenos Aires and Santiago. Got to do that by end of 1904. Connect 10 cities to our network. That's not going to be too bad. We're still the only one bidding. That's good. And have we unlocked this area? It looks as though we have. Yes, look. We can now move into Montevideo. It's not all of this area, but some of it. So Montevideo has opened up. Where is Santiago? Is that Iquique? I think that's how you pronounce that, Iquique. Where is Santiago? Oh wow, that's a trek. Okay, I'm gonna have to think hard about how I want to connect to Santiago and where to connect to Santiago. I think it's probably going to come off Cordoba. We'll probably have to open that up to a 4-lane station, perhaps. It's going to be tricky figuring this one out. Let's connect to Montevideo first of all. And track. Yeah, I wonder if we go across the water, that's going to be potentially quite expensive. But if we go across like this. And then we could loop in here. Like that. 160 grand for a short route like that. That kind of works. And then what we could also do is connect like that as well, you see. And now we can connect Montevideo over here with Bahia Blanca and Viedma, sorry. Okay, that works. There's nothing else really over here that we need to worry about connecting just yet. Still got an engineer to hire. Let's do that. Let's find a train for him. Which train? Yes, there we go. I've got a security guard. That's a security guard needing train. Excellent. Whole batch of corn rolling in there. That's good. Where is this train? About to roll into Rosario. Okay. Bonus for a new industry. Can I afford new industry? I've got a meat industry. I could go with a... I don't have access to these yet. So it's meat or nothing, basically. I've already got meat there. I don't really want to put another meat industry in just there. Ugh. It's frustrating. Right, where's my freight network over here? Did I actually get a train running between the two? Oh, hang on. Ah, no, because that's Tuckman. I haven't gone that far yet. Okay, so I have a freight train running there at the moment. Is that on breakdown? It is. Random. Let's... let's check. Do I have meat going into this city? Did I connect that meat line up with the train? Yes, I did. There it is. It's waiting to go in. And that train is now running meat back. Okay, so we're starting to make some progress with this stuff. Let's see what else we've got over here. I think I will save my money. Go for the Texas. I'll save my money, save my points. Although maybe, actually, that would be good. Okay, let's take the electric alarm system to increase our mail profits. Then we can go for this one next to get our ticket prices up. And then we can start saving up for, yeah, a new train. Okay, we've made some really good progress. It took a little while to get the freight lines in place, but now they are in place. We should hopefully start making money very, very quickly. And you can see we're at 800 grand again already. We're starting to really claw in some money. So we need to connect to Santiago, which means we're going to have to go through the mountains. That's going to be an expensive endeavour. Let's upgrade this station again. There we go. And that leaves us with new lines here to head out towards Santiago. And also towards Coquimbo. So we shall start laying down the tracks to head out to Santiago in the next episode. That's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob and I'll be back with another episode of Railway Empire Crossing the Andes very soon.